I love dogs. More specifically, this dog. This is the uncontested best dog in the world. I'm sorry if you thought it was your dog. It's not. It's this one. But it's crazy to me that this little pup could be descended from this wolf. So I wanted to go through the history of dogs to answer two questions. One, how did we go from a dangerous predator to a trusted friend? And two, why are we so happy with our four-legged friends? So yes, dogs do descend from wolves, but not the wolves we think of, not modern day wolves. Instead, according to their DNA genes, dogs descend from an extinct form of wolf. In fact, the extinct wolf that dogs are from are pretty distinct from the wolves we have now.
I don't even know who you are.
So that's what we do know. What we don't know is how this domestication process began, or even when it began. But early domestication is believed to have started in Siberia. After Siberia, these domesticated dogs followed their owners throughout their journeys, ultimately ending up in North America. Well, that's pretty old, right? Surely we can't go back further in time. Wrong! And don't call me Shirley. In Bonn, Castle, Germany, I'm sorry if I butchered that, there is a dog, not a wolf, a dog that was buried with his owners. This burial site is believed to be 14,000 years old. I don't know how old that is for us creationists out there, but it's pretty old still. Earlier than that, as in 30,000 years ago, there were Paleolithic dogs, but they're kind of debated because we're not sure if they were wolves or domesticated dogs yet. So that's how we get a dog. But where do all these dog breeds come from? Well, let me take you on another journey, to the Victorian era. There are over 400 types of dog breeds, ranging from the cute to, oh my gosh, it's staring at my soul. Most dog breeds today come from a few founding dogs over 200 years ago, and they've been breeding those dogs with other types of dogs this whole time. My dog, for example, is a cavapoo, which, aside from being the cutest dog ever, is also one of the most recent, being made in the 50s. Early dog breeds were used for hunting or sledding, and that's where you get the Siberian Husky and the Greyhound from. Mastiffs eventually came around for guarding, and other dogs became specific to an area, like the Shiba Inu from Japan, or the Basenji from Central Africa. But Europeans were different. They wanted more! So they began experimenting with different types of dog breeds. In other words, they were bored and didn't have anything else better to do. There are a few distinct types of dogs. You have the Spitz breeds, toy dogs, spaniels, mastiff-like breeds, small terriers, retrievers, herding dogs, scent hounds, and sight hounds. This is what Wikipedia says, so you know it's true. Eventually, these dogs all bleed out. These dog groups eventually break apart into the dogs we all know and love today. In fact, you should be able to go through any of these dogs and they should eventually lead to one or more of these groups. For example, my cavapoo is a mix between a Cocker Spaniel and a poodle, which is, I guess, a Spitz breed. Someone double check me on that. Anyway, each dog has been specifically bred to be nice to humans or do something for humans. So now that we know where dogs come from, it's time to figure out why we like them so much. Dogs are the most popular animal to keep in an American household. Dogs are called man's best friend for a reason. They're believed to be the first animal that we ever domesticated. And they love us so much. I'm messing around, but also, it's kind of true, because studies show that both humans and dogs release oxytocin when they hang out together, especially when belly rubs are involved. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but speaking from personal experience, I think belly rubs are involved. One reason we've chosen dogs to be our friends is because of how quickly they bond with us. Unlike cats or snakes who are incapable of feeling love. This may just come from the pack mentality that dogs have, or a God-given talent. But there's no denying that dogs have been super helpful to humans over the years. Despite that, dogs are sometimes viewed in a negative light, like in the Bible sometimes. Why is it, if we consider dogs to be protective, loving, and loyal to a fault, that calling someone a dog is an insult? Especially since calling someone a dog means everything that our furry friends are not. According to the people over at Reddit who hate dogs, they believe that this is cognitive dissonance with us, because we know deep down that we hate dogs too. Well, da liegt der schon begraben. A little German there to keep you on your toes. Maybe deep down, we all do hate dogs. And this is just a way of our opening up our cognitive dissonance. But I don't think so. I think the real issue lies with the fact that we used to consider dogs to be disgusting and feral, uncivilized, which is maybe where that phrase comes from. Comment down below if you're a cat person or a dog person. But for how much we love our furry friends, did you know that we used fur to wipe ourselves? Click the link over here to find out more. Subscribe if you love dogs, or if you love cats. Just subscribe.